Hey guys, Ken here with Tags Canine. I'm working here with Ronan. Ronan is a pit bull that has come to us with some issues, let's just say. One of those is something that we have to prepare for, and one of the tools that we use in dog training a lot is muzzles. So when you get a muzzle, you don't just take the muzzle and put it onto the dog. Okay, first of all, there's a way to size the muzzle properly. I have a video on that, but quickly, to get a size of a muzzle, you measure from the stop, the center point of the nose, to the tip of the nose, and then the circumference of the nose. But the real key to muzzle training is conditioning the dog. And conditioning the dog to learn to take a treat from the muzzle. Though that the dog doesn't see the muzzle as something that's forced upon him, but something that he's willing to accept. So I take Ronan here and I'm gonna go ahead and give you an example of it. Now I like to use soft, squishy treats. All right, so I take a soft, squishy treat and I put it in the muzzle. But the first thing I do is I prepare to get my hand protected. One, it's gonna get slobber, it's gonna get food on it. I'm just using a regular work glove. You can use a thicker glove if you're worried if the dog's a little too aggressive. Or they even have Kevlar coated gloves like this that you can buy off of Amazon. It's not really gonna, do a whole heck of a lot, but you shouldn't really have too much of an issue. So the first thing I do is I take the muzzle and I start the dog off first by giving him a little treat, just without any obligation. Yeah, good boy, good boy. I change of hands. Yes. Yes. And I don't give them the whole treat, I just give them a little piece of the treat. Now I like to use soft jerky treats or soft liver treats. I think these are Bill Jacks. So they're a little squishy stuff and it just kind of turns into mush. But then what I do is I start taking the muzzle, I put it in my hand, and I pop the treat inside. And then I place it right underneath so the dog can eat out of it. I say, yes, good. Now I go ahead, and behind my back, I'm dropping in another treat. Yes, good boy. So Ronan's looking at this hand because he's looking for the treat to come from this hand. But what I want to do is I want to pop the treat in. Try that again. Pop the treat in to the bottom of the muzzle and then lower the muzzle down so that he eats from it. Then we release it. Pop the treat in again. Let him eat out of it. Release it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to smush the treat and I'm going to press it in there. Okay, I'm going to press it into the glove. Now I don't know if you can see it, but here I'm going to remove my glove. You can see all the crumbs. I'm going to take this Baskerville muzzle and I'm just going to go ahead and leave it in there. Let him work for it. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. Okay, now what I've been doing is I'll take the treat again, smush it in there, and it's actually sitting in the palm of my hand. For him to get through this, he's actually not going to get through the muzzle to get the treat. So I kind of have to stretch out my hand to push the treat up so he can get it. But what he's doing is he's starting to work his way to get the treat, meaning he's getting used to having that muzzle around the circumference of his face. Good boy. Yes, yes, and then I mark yes because he's doing what I want. Now I can slowly hold this back for a second. 1, 2, while he's licking it off. Yes, good boy. Release the muzzle. Do it again. Smush the treat in or drop it, and then Ronan, come on, focus on the mucus, son. Smush the treat again, drop it in there. The treat's actually gonna fall through into the palm of your hand. I just cup my hand a little bit and I let him work for it. It turns into a gushy, mushy mess, but that's why I like the soft treats. See how he's licking it, wearing it? Yes. So now I'm gonna go ahead. Now I've done this, you don't just do this once or twice, you do this multiple times and then just kind of snug up the muzzle really quick and then just do the same thing again. Smush the treat in the palm of your hand. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And then I take the muzzle right off. Yes. Do it again. Yes, yes, yes. Off. I don't just put it on and leave it on him because then he's going to fight it. But I want him to be enthused about having the muzzle put on. So now once again, I'm going to take the treat, just smush it in the palm of my hand on this glove, put the muzzle in there, and now, yes, 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 yes. I'll hold the strap over for a second while he's working on the treat. Then yes. So if you do this multiple repetitions, now the treat's still here. So instead of just giving him the treat, I could just do this. Yes, yes, yes. Take it away. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. And then just get prepared to put the muzzle on. Don't have to put it on really, really tight to start with. Yes, 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 yes. Some more treats. Yes, yes, yes. Now the dog is getting accustomed to wearing the muzzle. And that's how we muzzle train a dog. You do this multiple reps throughout the day. Don't leave the muzzle on for very long, a few minutes. Every time you put it on him, you reward him with something. Make him work for it, but reward him and let him know this is just another way to get a treat, is you gotta wear the muzzle. No different than if you were putting him in a crate or putting him on place. Yes, 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 yes. Good boy. There. Yes, yes, yes. So, that's kind of how we introduce muzzles to a dog. Just don't put it in right away. Don't force it in on him. It's not what he wants. And then they'll do more fighting. So if you pair a positive with something perceived negative, the dog won't know the difference. So give him a little treat. Work it through the muzzle. Be safe. Wear a glove. Wear a Teflon coated glove. Wear a leather glove. But I like these because I can smush the treat in him. He can just eat it off my hand. So, all right, guys. Thank you very much for choosing Dax Canine. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, he's good boy. Good place.